Here's a question from Jerry. And there's some things I want to mention about this just for anyone who's new to the CT Club and you want to understand like what you can expect from this membership. I'm going to address it in this question as well. He said, thank you for helping others. I started following y'all in the fall of 2020. First learned about crypto then, made a lot of mistakes. I kept my bags through and I'm starting with some money in this one. First thing they do in this email, they include numbers, like values of their investments. And I encourage you not to make that a thing that you do online. I really appreciate that you guys trust us and you find us to be reliable, reputable people. But just for your own sake of your privacy and getting in the habit of sharing too much about your financial situation might find you a target of a hacker or someone trying to scam you. So I won't be mentioning the numbers that he's saying here. I really want to free myself from my job. I'm a dentist and father of 5. The stress is constant. I'm watching your classes about financial planning. I know it appears we are entering a new bull run. If I was a close friend and you wanted to help him have the quickest path to financial freedom, what advice would you give him? I say this knowing you have poured your wisdom into this course. So what I would ask is, would you add advice to my specific situation? Now I have to say,
it's not financial advice.
It's not financial advice. But what really gets me here is he's asking basically the quickest path to financial freedom. And that sends up a little bit of a red flag for me. And it's what I mentioned earlier is like people want to take the shortcuts and those often leave you burned.
With that said, I mean, okay. We get that. Okay, here we go. So, for instance, when I first started crypto, I would have never been getting into these microcaps. Just I never had the disposable income that I do now. And that is why I get into these microcaps, which can, all I have to, say for instance, I get into 30 different microcaps and 20 fail. Well, 10's great, because I put in such a little amount that the 10 that do well are going to do well. You know what I mean? So, and it just kind of erases all my cares about the other ones. So that's how it works with microcaps. Mm-hmm. Not everyone is going to work, and that is going to spur more. So the reason why I do that is that I really don't want to sell a lot of Bitcoin. I know it's crazy. I don't want to sell a lot of Bitcoin at the top of the market. I don't care about the price of Bitcoin. I personally don't care. Okay. I really want to keep most of it, but we do have expenditures. So I want to invest in a way where it gives me the most bang for my buck. And that would be microcaps and midcaps, but only because we are in the financial situation we are in now. Yeah. I could have never done that beforehand because it's so risky and I don't have the cash. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like the best play, if you finally have money or whatever, would be if you really want to be risky, maybe just stick with, mid caps, and at least, they have liquidity, they have an active development team that actually the coin works, like Link actually works. It does. It's an actual working product. A lot of these microcaps are not. They are supposed to be. They're hopefully that's what they're going to be. And that's why I'm like, okay, this is the Wild West. It's kind of a gamble. And that's why I do that. But for the most part, if you can see that our portfolio, our pie chart of our portfolio, the most solid coins are doing really well. Like pretty much every single solid coin, like mid cap to large caps, are doing exceptionally well. Look at TIA today, killing it. Look at Link, killing it. All these coins that I've mentioned to everybody are killing it, and the microcaps. People pay attention to that. I'm like, guys, it's such a tiny part of our portfolio. This is why I said it that way.
Another way to accumulate coins in a stress-free manner that you can leverage in the future, not leverage, but like benefit from in the future, staking options like Ethereum, INJ. These are coins that if you're going to be planning to be holding for a year or something anyway, and you're maybe having a cash flow problem, you can stake some coins and earn some passive income. Not lending, staking, network staking, big difference.
And also airdrops as well.
Okay. They're just, airdrops can be sketchy just because of hackers, and if you are interacting with a wallet. We had a question actually about airdrops and security with like wallets and things.
I was just going over like Matt DeFi, one of my good friends. He's really great in DeFi. He mentioned, hey, I think you might have an airdrop of on DYM Dimension. And I'm like, I didn't know why I got that airdrop. And I realized it's because I'm holding Pudgy Penguins, the NFT that I publicly got into at like just over 2 ETH. Now it's at 20 ETH. And just happened to get free coins. And so that's a really good way to expand your income as well. And sometimes, you can link up your wallet to a legitimate site. I make sure that it's legitimate, and then you can cash out.
Yeah. And you'd also have to decide, are you going to cash out, or are you going to hold it longer?
Or split it in half.
Or do halvesies.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to move to